All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They're going to look to throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
He dumps it off to Drake, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Ozzy! Ozzy! Ready?
Throwing again. Brady. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now look.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Now a handoff for Drake. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Wait. Hey, Bolt 66. Wait. Alpha, go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Goal 50.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking downfield for Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Brady to Hogan for a big one. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Brady now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Go, go! Wait! Right, 44. Regular. What's the run?
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll run. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, here we go now. Blue, landing.
On the give, this is Drake. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go. Blue, landing. Blue, landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Blue, landing. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard
Let's
line.
go. Blue, landing. Blue, landing.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Set. Blue, landing.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look back to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shadow. 4 down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Wait. Wait 20. Wait 20. Rip. Wait 20.
Back near his goal line, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. A second quarter score from KC, and the Bills have taken the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
319.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Wait. Right there.
Brady now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Wait, 20. Wait, 10.
Brady will try again on second down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. When you don't see this often, a quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Green, 39. Hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. The 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 42 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal. Now Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, wait 20! Right,
and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down. Here we go now. Blue line it.
A pitch out to Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. 56.
Back to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Edelman set to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Patriots. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
29, Alpha. Shadow.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. Still fighting for more. A good pickup there at 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Runs like that will give Michelle some more carries going forward as the Pats come up 1st and 10.
Like 20, 380. Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down. Wide. Big hit.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go. Like 20, 380. Single receiver. Check it. 44.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Right!
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Brady going to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Returnable for Dorsett. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert.
Regular. Wait.
On first down, Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down, 4 down. Sugar. Like 20.
From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown to the other group. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Like 20.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Like 20. Blue 20. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Again, it's Michelle. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Brady to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Green 39. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
20, by 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
29, Alpha.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 29, Alpha. Don't worry about that. Wait. Hey.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey. You got 3. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
On 3rd down, Drake. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Now the Patriots offense, they went to the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Start fast, fellas. Start fast. Wait, 20. Round 80. Round 80.
They'll look to throw. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. side, caught Hogan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. He's back to throw. And a dump off to White. And he'll go down at the 28. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Wait 20! Wait 20! 44, Mike, 40. Wide! 29, Alpha.
Back to throw, Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Wait 20! 20!
Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.